Yeah, he said he missed me. He loves me. He said, you know what? I want to start fresh with you. I want to have kids with you.
Bombshell accusations tonight. A former Miami stripper claims she had a sexual relationship with a local Catholic priest and that he fathered her baby. A priest, a stripper, and a baby. This scandal is just the latest embarrassment this year for the Miami Archdiocese, and the woman making the claims gave her only in-depth interview to CBS 4 I-Team investigator Jim DeFede.
This is Marilyn Epiphany Hernandez. Say hi.
And according to Marilyn's mother, Beatrice, this is Marilyn's father, Father David Dupin, a Roman Catholic priest. Beatrice provided evidence to back up her claim, a paternity test showing Father Dupin is her baby's daddy with 99.9999% accuracy.
But as amazing as a father being a father might sound, the baby is the least interesting part of this story. Because Beatrice says she first met Father Dupin 7 years ago when she was working here at Porky's as a stripper.
It was on a Sunday. I was on stage and he walked in.
Father Dupin wasn't dressed like a priest. Instead of vestments or a collar, he wore a Hawaiian shirt and casual slacks. But he certainly didn't hide his higher calling from Beatrice.
He just said to me that he was a priest. You think I believed him? No. He opened a tab, and then the bartender called me, and she showed me his ID. Said, you're sitting there with a Catholic priest. I said, oh my God, then, he's telling me the truth.
The priest and the stripper ended up in the VIP room where Beatrice said he spent close to $1,800. Within a few months, they were dating, and by 2003-2004, he was transferred to a new parish on Miami Beach, St. Francis de Sales, and they started living together.
I was still married. In fact, he paid for my divorce.
If St. Francis de Sales sounds familiar, it's with good reason. It was also the church of Father Alberto Coutier, whose steamy affair with a woman was captured earlier this year in tabloid photos. But while Coutier's romance seemed more like a love story, ending with a fairy tale wedding, the affair between Beatrice Hernandez and Father Dupin was sordid from the start.
He was telling me that I had evil spirits with me and that I needed help big time. Okay? That's what he was telling me. And he said, we're going to have to go to a place where they can take those evil, spirits from you. I said, what do you mean? He said, a swingers club. He said, the only way that the spirits are going to leave you is if you get involved there with women. I said, David, I'm not into women.
In 2005, she separated from Father Dupin and threatened to sue the church. The Archdiocese of Miami quietly settled the case. She said she received $100,000. A spokeswoman for the church confirmed Friday a payment was made to Hernandez because of, quote, an inappropriate relationship with Father Dupin.
I went back stripping, and then my friends were telling me, this Catholic priest is looking for you.
Last year, he found her.
He said he missed me, he loves me. He said, you know what, I want to start fresh with you. I want to have kids with you.
They began their affair anew, and in April 2008, she became pregnant. He tried to talk her into giving the baby up for adoption. Other times, he would deny the baby was his.
The whole 9 months, he made it miserable for me. It was very scary. I didn't know what to do. I cried day and night.
And when it was time for her to go to the hospital for a C-section, Dupin was busy in church celebrating a mass.
I got up, and I drove to the hospital myself. And I was very upset, with my bag, all alone, without David, without any support or anything.
Marilyn Epiphany Hernandez was born on January 27. Beatrice said she named the baby after Dupin's mother.
Every day was getting worse and worse and worse because I started seeing that David didn't want the child.
She demanded he take a DNA test so that she would have proof he was the father. When he refused, she threatened to show up at his church with the baby. He finally agreed. In court papers she filed earlier this month, Beatrice claimed their arguments would turn violent and that Dupin had grabbed her by the throat and choked her.
I thought, he was going to really take my tongue out. He got very violent with me on that, choking me like that.
Father Dupin is currently on leave from his latest parish in Pembroke Pines. We've tried to reach him for days, but with no success. On Friday, he told the Miami Herald he was being advised not to speak. He would only say, though, that there were a lot of inaccuracies in Beatrice's version of events. On Thursday, Beatrice Hernandez will go to court to ask for a permanent restraining order against Father Dupin. She will also be seeking child support. And Hernandez, well, she has her own date coming up. In July, she was arrested by Miami Beach police on the misdemeanor charge of stalking for allegedly harassing the woman she claims is Father Dupin's new girlfriend.
Jim, this is an incredible story. You're going to have more on it this week. It's already getting national attention, too.
It really is. Supposedly, she's going to be on the early show tomorrow morning at around 8 o'clock.
Well, we'll see. Thank you very much.